Collective, what's up, TTT? I hope that you all are doing fantastic. I just wanted to come on here and see who needed to hear something, you know? For some of us, March was good. For some of us, March was a bit of a challenge. So, this is for whoever needs it. Whoever needs a little love, a little understanding, whoever needs to understand something better. So, let's see. What's going on with the collective? Oh, honey, I knew it. It hurts. It hurts, doesn't it? Let's see who did it. 3 of Swords and a 10 of Swords. Let's get one more card. 8 of Coins in the reverse. Sometimes it hurts you bad enough you just don't want to deal with it no more. Or perhaps a lot of you, you may have lost a lot investing in whatever this is, only to feel betrayed in the end, confused. I feel like somebody was bamboozled. It's in the mind, though. It's like you can do whatever you want to do to calm yourself down, but until you get here, it's just a cloud. For some of you, you could have been dealing with the water sign, Gemini. Why did I say Gemini, Libra, Aquarius? For some of you, that's the case. Could be a Cancer, Pisces, or a Scorpio as well. Something about I didn't listen to myself. Sometimes we see through eyes of love and we end up ignoring what's really there. And so we invest. But it's almost like you ever been working on something and you just keep looking back? Like I'm shuffling the cards, but it's like something's over there. Almost like I keep hearing footsteps, baby, in the dark. So it's like it wasn't. Okay. Why do you keep looking over there? It's like I'm investing. Okay, so maybe I ignored something here. Maybe I ignored something. And I ended up getting my heart broke because I ignored it. I felt it. It's like even when I was still, I felt confused. Or that maybe perhaps there's something that I'm not being told. Or maybe the confusion makes you just not want to talk at all. Makes you want to give up, not worry about it. I feel like the confusion was about feelings. And who else might have been involved? All I know is that things haven't been working and it's putting way too much on my mind. Almost like I don't know which way to go. Something fell out of, it's like I'm not even interested in this job anymore. I'm not interested in this relationship or whatever this is anymore. It's something that I didn't listen to. And I feel like it's like I kept investing even though I kept looking back and saying, I don't know. I don't know if, like, are you doing your part? It's kind of like if you're doing a project with somebody and you look over there and they ain't doing shit. You're like, maybe I shouldn't be here. Something like that. Like, I could have just done this by myself. I can't do it by myself, though. Maybe this is what I realized. Maybe this is why I'm at the point now where I'm like, I can just cut my losses and make something else happen. I can do it on my own. What is it that you're trying to do? Detach. So this could be someone who is either thinking about or coming out of a relationship with someone. I heard too worried about where you've been. Some of you could be wondering where money's going as well. Somebody could have a gambling issue. Some of you could have a daughter together. Somebody has someone from the, I don't know, is this like a past person that things haven't ended with? There's definitely a connection in this masculine person's energy. One that maybe they're disconnecting themselves from. Now we got the King and Queen of Swords. The Queen seems to be standing firm on her convictions. And this King is a rebel. Okay. Are these the same two? Yes. Okay. So this King has two sides to him. It could be a Leo with the Sun and the Strength back to back. Or an air sign or earth sign. Water. All the Kings are here. But the Empress in the reverse. And I feel like this King of Swords side of this person is not trustworthy. But the Queen of Swords knows this. And she's blocking this energy. She's kind of like, what is she holding on to? Perhaps she's just holding back. It's like, I feel like, it's like I look at it, you know, you look at something and you're like, I would have liked to give this to you, but I can't. Something like that. This King of Swords, this masculine energy does some shady dealings, okay? And maybe some unhealthy habits, too. There could have been something from childhood. He could be working through this. You two could have known each other since you were children as well. I feel like the feminine energy... Let's see. This masculine... Okay, so if the feminine is moving on, she's okay. I feel like this may be somebody who is very good at multitasking or very independent and may have... It's like you're still in my peace of mind, so it's better that I don't... I feel like she slowed things down. She started to move on. And it could have been just as he was learning what went wrong here. And realizing that I still want this, or that this is what I want. But now, she's gone. And I'm feeling like, well, I didn't get to say my piece or something like that. And there could be a pointing of the finger. So let's see. Let's see what's going on, y'all. Somebody's name could be Eric or Derek. Somebody who's like the mothering type, just always helping and holding out their hand, and I'll help, I'll do it, something like that. Maybe not even letting, it's like you'll jump in even when you're not asked, or like, you know, those people who, and I can be like that sometimes, like, oh, you're not going to do it right, I'll do it. It could be that, or it could just be like always willing to help. Let's see. Yeah, there's a feminine energy that's definitely feeling like it's better if I don't. It's better if I try to focus on something else, if I don't pursue this. I just want to be free of this heartache, this disappointment. And the masculine, it's like, that's how I thought. It's like, now he's the emperor in the upright. So it's almost like he learned the lesson, or he, like I said earlier, like he got it, but it was like, by then, maybe it was too late. And maybe he drug his feet, or then maybe there was something that he didn't say. You know how you have this secret on your mind? This thing on your, it's that one thing you just don't, like, if I say this, it's over. Or if I say this, I fear, you know, the worst possible outcome, so I stay away from you completely. Like, I sabotage the whole relationship just for that. When the truth will do. Because if you try to keep somebody with a lie, with a lie, you know, that never really works out either. Not the way you would want it to. You're not going to feel as good if you're lying to somebody that you love. For some of you, this could be a Leo. It's like it's still an issue. Why is the facial on here? Either someone feels like they can't give enough, or they're not getting enough. Somebody here is like, it's like maybe they're passing up on offers because they're still healing from something else. Or they're hoping that maybe with time, okay, it could be a Gemini here. Strong. So where are they going? They're running, whoever this masculine is running away from another situation. Was that the problem? Because this queen, which I feel like is the Queen of Cups, because he has her on his mind. The Queen of Swords popped up in the reverse over here, which is Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. Possibly, doesn't have to be. This King of Wands knows what he wants now. It's like he's grown. At first, he didn't know. Chariot. It's like I couldn't open up my heart over there. Almost like I didn't feel like I belonged there. I was putting work in, but I wasn't really there. Something like that. And it's like the more this feminine over here held back from the situation, the more this masculine started to notice, hey, what's going on over there? Having all these memories of the Empress. This is the one that I want. But the Empress has lost hope in this. The Empress knows that this probably is not supposed to happen. Like, maybe this is something that it's time for me to get over. Because I don't want to be the side chick. Or maybe I found out that this person was in a relation. I found out about her. And then maybe that's what he was holding back. Maybe that was the secret. It's like, damn, I don't want her to not trust me. It's like building a house. It's like I wouldn't trust committing to this person now that I know that you were cheating on someone with me. Something like that. And it's like building a house on top of Rice Krispie treats. You know? As soon as it rains, it's going to get soggy. And, you know what I mean? As soon as something happens, it's going to fall apart. Because it ain't built on shit. And I don't know. Did she know? She didn't know. She felt it though. She sensed it. With the moon here and the I walked away when I felt that shit. Okay, we might be talking to a water sign. It's giving Cancer, Pisces, something like that. It's like I felt it. And the thing about it is, it's like the momentum of the connection may have been the tell. You know what I mean? If it was stop and go, if it was, you know, consistent for a minute, and then like you notice this person's whole mood is just like, where are you? You know what I mean? Unless a person has like something that they need to take medication for, that's not normal if I'm the only person you're dealing with on a romantic level. You notice a person, you know a person's behavior, you know what I mean? Especially if it starts out the right way or whatever I'm trying to say, honey. I'm trying to get y'all's videos posted as I do this. So, let's see what else. Some of y'all can have a speedboat or maybe be getting ready for a trip that involves that. And please, can I go? Somebody's name could be Rob. Robert, or they could go by Rob. Or careful of being robbed. Okay. Watch out for the scammers. Somebody followed their intuition though. It could have been that this person was like, you know how you hear people come out of relationships and they like, man, he took my whole 20s or she took my whole 30s or something like that. Maybe somebody was like, you're not going to rob me of this decade of my life. No, indeed. What else is here for the collective? I feel like somebody started to become distant, you know. It was because they were trying to make a decision about something, but the other person started to feel excluded. Four of Cups energy. And so this could have broke out into a fight. And it's like every time I came back to this situation, or I don't know, it feels like I would lose sleep, you know, or I would just feel more tired than I'm supposed to feel. You know, these kind of things suck up your energy. You need energy to do everything else too. So I feel like somebody, like I said earlier, I saw somebody who may be a multitasker who works really hard, or, you know, he's like, you can do it all. And the thing about that is you can do it. So you don't need to wait. That's here again. Like, there's something that you don't need to wait for. Someone that you don't need to wait for them. You can actually do it on your own. Now the devil's in the reverse. So this is you doing that. Because there's somebody who may be... That's the thing. The song that's playing right now is called Keep It Rolling. There's somebody who's in this situation more so for stability. And there are men who do that. Because I feel like in this case it may be a feminine energy who is the stable one. Not to say he's not making no money, but stability can mean a lot of things, you know. I was with someone who... You know, I have a bit of an alternative lifestyle. I travel for a living, I do music, and I'm a tarot card reader now. So it's like, my schedule is my schedule. And sometimes I might be sitting here chilling with you, and then I get an email, and the next day I'm somewhere. You know what I mean? And so, you know, a lot of people may look at that, and it is unconventional, but a lot of people may look at that as unstable. But stability is the energy that you're bringing to the situation, because it takes a lot of coordination. It takes a lot of choreography to do what I do. You know what I mean? You got to be quick on your feet, and which means you have to be responsible, which means, you know what I mean? It's a lot of multitasking. It's a lot of responsibility. So when you see people who are not only, like I said, you know, maybe have a business, maybe they work another job, maybe, you know, when you see people who are busy like that, those are the stable ones. Because you know, I've been judged in that way. Like, oh, she's just, you know, I ain't gonna say too many things. But it's like, you know, I'm a rocker. What can I say? But we get the job done. Okay, we get the job done. That's one thing. So I feel like that could be kind of your thing. It's like you're busy in a lot of ways. Maybe that bothered this person. Because they seem to be pretty indecisive as to, it's like 1 minute they're like, oh, it's over. And the next minute, they're like, oh, I gotta come back. And then the next minute, they're like, I can't trust this bitch. And then the next minute, they're like, marry me. So you're probably just like, okay, I'm gonna sit over here until you figure that out. Because the Three of Swords. It's breaking my heart, the fact that you're just not. You know what I mean? It's breaking my heart that, look at this. With all these emotions that you going through, I can't go on this roller coaster with you. It's killing me. So I'm just going to sit over here, the Empress said, until you figure out what the freak you want to do. Or who you are. Or, you know what I mean? Whatever the argument was between the two of you. Whatever the thoughts are. Because it's like the Emperor in the reverse is still over here like, left or right? Up or down? Blue or red? And it has to do with what he wants to pursue, emotion, what connection he wants to pursue. Who do I love? Well, who do you love, honey? Because I'm finna love me, and then you're gonna just have to watch. Because this Empress is not moving. This Empress feels hurt. She found out about something, maybe these other options. Now I don't feel the same. You're non-committal. I don't want to have sex with you anymore. What I wanted was everything with you. And you didn't even know if you wanted me. And that's not funny, but it's just like reality, you know? And then it became, I was doing the whole relationship by myself, the project, okay? And we failed because you didn't do your part. Because the house was built on Rice Krispie treats. And so, 4 of Wands in reverse, King of Pentacles in reverse, 6 of Pentacles in reverse. It's your fault. I'm just playing. But the king, the masculine energy doesn't have to be a man to be a woman in that energy, you know? Whoever. I'm just telling you what picture's on the card, okay? But it looked like the moral of the story is he wasn't doing enough. He wasn't giving enough to the situation. And so and what I'm proud of her for is that she didn't match that energy. Because it ain't about matching that energy. If you see an energy that you don't like, why would you match it? Why not just rise above it? Just not go over there. Because you don't have to. Who told you had to go over there? Something like that. Even if y'all live together. I don't have to meet you where you are. I actually don't want to be there. That's actually not what was on my mind. You know what I mean? And I'm not going to let your vibe stop mine. Something like that. So she stopped waiting because she's like, I can't. You know, you want to make your wishes in the light. You know what I mean? You don't want to make no wishes in the dark. So I'm going to hold on to what's valuable. And I'm going to go. And now somebody, let's see, the 4 of Pentacles. Yeah, it's like somebody, you know how you got to know when to hold them, know when to fold them. Somebody held on. They held back. They held too long. And I feel like there's regret about it now. And I feel like it may be the masculine. Yeah, King of Swords in the reverse. It's like, damn, I waited too long. Man, this could have been a situation that dragged on all throughout the winter, and now it's spring, and it's like, are you still trying to pick the red or the blue pill? And now I'm feeling this pull, but I'm also feeling the distance between the two of us. He knows who he loves. But he ain't saying it. Why is he not saying it? It's the Queen of Cups. It's almost like he's made a decision, but I feel like he's not saying it until, I don't know, because I feel like this queen is feeling better. And it's kind of like, you know, got herself untangled from this. Healing from this connection, knowing that it's time to move on, and she's feeling better. And now he's like, oh my God, that was my Empress. Face palm, like, what am I gonna do? Judgment and the Empress and the 9 of Swords, like, I really messed up. So, I do see, I mean, something told me take this Queen of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. So, whoever he's dealing with now, he's about to not be dealing with that person. And see, that's, you know, that's where it gets sticky. Now the Knight of Wands is there, like, oh, I don't want to be here no more. You know what I mean? It's almost like he did the shoulder thing and everything. And that... the Rice Krispie treats. But y'all vibing different now. Yeah, Queen of Swords. Like, you're thinking differently now. You or whoever. You're thinking about it now. Like, you're standing strong on your convictions, and you're like, you had your chance at the mic. Like, everybody had their chance at the mic, and you just blew it. Somebody may have been too comfortable. What's this about? Somebody may have been too comfortable asking for shit. Asking for help. And it may have been like they need something, and then ooh, squirrel. And you're just ready to make peace with all of that. You're just like, okay. This may have been somebody who wasn't the most, either he wasn't financially stable, he may have gambled with money, or he just wasn't financially responsible. And that's, I mean, King of Pentacles in the reverse, Devil in the reverse to the death. It's just a no. Honey, I need to know everything gonna be okay. I need to know when I walk in this house and flip the light switch. Okay? I need this refrigerator to stay full. Like, the basics should be covered. You know, especially if we in the house. Like, if we in the house together, if it's 2 adults, I should have, like, you know, vacation money. And I don't know. Depends on your situation, but I feel like somebody's like, I'm definitely not doing all this by myself. And I feel like the feminine could do it alone. It's something about somebody's, whatever they was doing at night. Because I feel like maybe I feel like the queen, y'all got maybe different sleeping schedules. It could be. I don't know. Maybe I'm reaching, but some of you could be dealing with a Taurus or a Capricorn. If you're dealing with a Taurus, maybe you decided for this person. Maybe this Taurus was who we've been talking about, because the King of Pentacles is in the reverse. Maybe you was trying to decide, you know, what this person was about, and then it was like, you know what this is about. You know you're not getting enough here. Queen of Wands, there could be someone else in the picture as well. And it's like, this person is literally weakening me. I gotta go, right? You're dealing with a Capricorn. Let's see what that's about. I feel like you're allowing yourself to just float away. It's like, I see that this is holding me down. Okay, drop the anchor. Oh, we got another one over here. Drop it. As I said that the Seven of Pentacles fell. Yeah. No more, less talky. Okay, more walky. I can't. It's like you don't even feel bad about it no more. If you ain't talking about shit, you gotta go. Something like that. Somebody was really comfortable asking for money. Or asking for something. This is Capricorn energy. It's 5 of Cups. You may have felt done wrong by this person. You questioned if they were lying when they came back to you. Were they lying? There's a reason why you feel very side-eye about this. They were lying. They were giving to something else, someone else. Whatever the reason why the relationship ended is because they wasn't standing up. They wasn't, you know, there was someone else. What is this Queen of Wands? Or whatever they wasn't telling you about. They guarded this secret, this desire. Then we have some people really do change in the reverse, though. And I feel like this may have been, it could be the same person. For some of you, it could be different people. I'm just seeing what I pick up on, but you know, changing is like, it's like a you thing. You know what I mean? Somebody may, you know, it's almost like if you're on, let's say you have an addiction and you go 8 months or 8 years. You know what I mean? I knew this lady, and she said that, you know, I mean, this, if you saw this lady, you would never think that she used to do crack, okay? Beautiful woman, you know, and really got her shit together, like taking care of her kids, all that kind of stuff. And she said that she was strung out at one point, and she had been clean for 10 years. And one day she was just riding down the street, and she passed by this one street, and it was like a trigger, and the car slowed down. You know what I mean? She passed the test. She didn't go over there, but that's how strong. Just passing by a certain street, I took pause. Like, that's that's strength. After 10 years, so this could have been a situation where it was like, maybe they go a long time and do good, and then like 10 steps forward, 10 steps back, Empress in the reverse, and the shit never goes anywhere. Because somebody would rather feel better than actually do better. So it's like, say if I come back and I'm like, oh, I'm sorry, baby, let me buy you a house. Oh, I'm sorry, baby, I saw these new J's, let me get them for you. Oh, I'm sorry, and I'm not doing things. Let's say I spoil you for about 3 months, and then I go back to the same old shit. Rice Krispie treats. That might be the name of this reading. Sometimes what we think we want is not what we want. Somebody's words only added to the problem. You know, it's like bullshit. Bullshit words. And there was definitely like the other person that kind of, well, the other person could be the other person's, but it's like, because that's here, now I really don't want to be here. Something like that. You know, sometimes we rely on people. We rely on relationships. We rely on things for different reasons. We rely on relationships for different reasons. For some people, yeah, I want the stability. I want to feel like everything will be cool, you know. But that doesn't necessarily mean the person that you're trying to be cool with is someone that you're equally yoked with. Because it's like, it's kind of like, you know, it's like a piece, you know, those video games or whatever the games, I don't know, I don't play games like that, but it's like, let's say it's some kind of game, y'all know what I'm talking about, and it's like you gotta get these pieces together, and once they fit together, it lights up, and then the next piece fits together, and it lights up until you get that level unlocked. I feel like that's what it being, that probably doesn't make no freaking sense, but it's kind of like, all the pieces got to fit in order for it to activate. And what I'm picturing in my head is like all of the chakras lining up, like, and illuminating themselves, right? But I feel like energies that are suitable for each other coming together is what's going to connect in the right place and light up. Y'all know what I mean? It's gonna be like bing, 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 bing. And sometimes, like I said, maybe we rely on relationships in order not to be alone, have somebody to eat with, watch TV with, or to have sex with at the end of the night. Some people don't like to sleep by themselves, you know. But we forget to make ourselves a priority when we do that. We become reliant on someone else, and then we start to notice. It's like, yeah, I'm not alone, but not necessarily getting what I want here. We don't talk the way we used to. I don't really want to be here. I feel a little bit out of control. I feel like his mind is somewhere else, or her mind is somewhere else. But he does pay the bills. I mean, he do look the part. We have nice pictures on the wall, something like that. Maybe he told, what's this? Found out that it ended. Somebody, like I said, I feel like somebody, maybe they didn't want to lose. It's like maybe they didn't want to lose you once they, maybe they, how can I say this? I really feel like they're leaving that person. I really feel like they're leaving that person, but it just feels after the fact. is this? It's just been too much, right? So I do see you happier, though, letting this go. Because like I said, some people don't change. There's something here, though, and it may be what we talked about earlier. You know when somebody has that greasy energy? You're just like, something ain't right here. Or like sleazeball type. I don't know. Like, maybe you picked up on like long-term qualities about this person, and then you picked up on, you know what I mean? You know when somebody, and no offense to anyone, but I don't like this. You know when you kiss somebody and their mouth tastes like beer? Fucking hate the way that it tastes. I can't. Like, if you drink beer, just like, let's just wait a while. Go brush your teeth. Okay. What was the secret? The Rice Krispie treats. Okay. I don't know. Maybe it just didn't feel like it was working from the start. Communication was off. What was that? Effort. It was definitely one-sided. Somebody was carrying this, and I feel like it was the feminine. I feel like she's successful in her own right, and he is still sitting over there like, I don't know, red or blue with this Queen of Wands. And so that was the secret. That was the secret. That's what revealed the Rice Krispie treats up under the house. And it's like, there's no way I can make this work after that. Something like that. So is it time for you to... I feel like you've observed the situation enough. There's a time to observe and there's a time to participate. Which place are you at right now? You're in the back of your mind, you know that things fell apart because this person just doesn't know, right? Back and forth between you and whoever the Queen of Wands is. I feel like you think about how wonderful this was and how wonderful it could have been. The would'ves, the could'ves, the should'ves, and the didn'ts. I think you meditate on that. You don't communicate this probably to anyone. It's almost like not only the communication slowed down, but it felt like the love lessened. You know what I mean? Or somebody just always wanted something new. Yeah, the King of Pentacles in reverse. I don't understand why. I don't know why certain people get married. I really don't think it's for everybody. I really don't. It's obvious that it's not. You know, I think two people may be able to come to an agreement. Like, I do know, not necessarily open relationships or like polyamorous or whatever, because I really just, I don't know, you know, do you? But I have a friend, and I said, you know, if I don't get married, I would love to have a child with you, because he's somebody who is 25 toes down for your girl. You know what I mean? Every time I come around him, my life gets a little better. And I know that this is somebody who isn't, you know, everybody's a little jaded by love. And people develop their own systems of how they want to live or whatever. But one thing I know, two things for sure. He's a fantastic father. And above anything else, I would want my child to experience that, because I didn't. So sometimes it could be something like that. You know what I mean? You never know the agreement between a man and a woman, man and a man, a woman and a woman, whatever your case is. You know what I mean? You never know the agreement between two people who truly care about each other. And things can work out. But the thing that didn't work out, or the reason why things didn't work out here, was because there wasn't no communication. I feel like I just sit on here all the time and tell y'all not talking. And you're not going to find too many people who are willing. I mean, unless, you know, I'm not going to say that there hasn't been a time in my life where I kept pursuing something even though I saw it wasn't pursuing me. You know what I mean? Sometimes we can be a little delirious, okay? But on a normal note, I'm not finna keep, you know, I don't feel safe over here. There's a Cancer in this reading. And she's the one, I feel like it's a feminine energy. But this is the one who's like, no. And the thing about it is, whether it was poor communication style or like just no communication, silent treatment, whatever the communication problem was, or just flat out lies, okay? We always see it. We always see it right in the beginning. I feel like this person's energy may have overwhelmed you. They may have rushed in talking about commitment really fast. And then they rushed out really fast. Almost act like it wasn't their idea. And it may have been because they felt like they missed out on an opportunity with this Queen of Wands. It's like, ooh, I want to be in a relationship. I'm disappointed that I'm not single. I don't want this other thing to end. I want to be over there. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, selfish. Selfish. Maybe even because this person, like, had a little glow up, you know, or maybe they just, you know, because sometimes glowing up can just be raising your standards. Sometimes glowing up can just be realizing who the hell you was anyway. You know what I mean? And that can happen overnight. You pop out and people are like, you look spicy today. You know what I mean? That's just because your energy is different. And I feel like the more you, I don't know, maybe you're the Queen of Wands. Maybe you didn't know you were in a third-party situation. The more you know. Okay? Now you know. And it ain't funny. It ain't, you know, that anybody's taking it lightly, honey. Been there, done that, wrote the book, got the keychain, got a magnet on the refrigerator. Okay? So, I feel like I said, this person's energy overwhelmed you anyway. I want to see something about that. But the thing is, oh my God, gaslighting. It just fell over. They made it seem like it wasn't. They'd come in talking about, you know, red roses and white horses and pink Cadillacs. And then act like it wasn't even them that came in and said that. Like, who threw that rock? You did. Don't hide your hand now. Like, that kind of stuff, if it pissed me off, if it's pissing me off right now, it's done pissed you off. I'm going to look at it just a little bit. The King of Swords. It's your fault. Go from not communicating to making an offer and putting a lot of work in, and then just out. Like, that's not stable. It's not stable. You felt the energy behind this person's words, though, in the beginning. They carry. That's what carries the picture. That's the picture frame. Okay. Is a person's words, how the energy of their words and how they hit your ears. That's the picture frame. Okay, that's what you got. That was it. You know what I'm saying? And they don't always, you know, come right out and tell you, hey, I'm gonna gaslight you or something like that. But you just notice it in the fluctuation of behavior and the way they talk to you. Because I'm sorry, a real woman, real man, real whatever, it's always going to feel steady. It's going to feel, okay, so what if it's boring? It's grown. It's stable. And folks who are all over the place like that, they look at that as boring. They look at stable as boring. Well, I'll be boring over here by myself, okay? And make my little money so I can go on vacation by myself and meet somebody fine over there and, you know, get a pen pal and somebody I can go see. You know what I mean? Just do you. This person will become very distant with you. Some of y'all need to go to the sea and just wash it all away. Just sit there. Smoke you a joint. Breathe in all the positivity and breathe out whoever's this breathing's about. And all the emotions that are attached to it. And all of the things, all the other people too who may have disappointed you. All of the ways that you may have let yourself down. And be kind to yourself, honey. Lord knows something happened yesterday that made me really not want to be kind to myself. And I'm already hard on myself as an artist, as a everything, you know, as an Aries, okay? Because we're like perfectionists. We are. We fight hard to... When you're really living up to that emperor, you know, the Aries represents the emperor. When you're really doing your best to try to live up to that, I heard something today. One, you got to delegate. And that was part of the problem. That was part of the mistake, is that me trying to live up to that emperor status, I didn't allow myself to outsource. And maybe if I had asked more questions, maybe, you know. But the point is, I found myself slapping my forehead. And I immediately said, now why did I deserve that? I already feel bad about what happened. You know how, you know, somebody comes, say something happens, or I don't know. So it could be something embarrassing. Let's say you walked out of the bathroom and your dress was caught in your panties. And you got this person who just like, you remember when your dress was caught in your panties? It's like you already feel bad enough about it. You know what I mean? So what's the point in slapping your forehead? What's the point in making yourself feel any worse? Be kind to yourself. Be kind to yourself. The world is hard enough on us, honey. People are vicious. They're unhappy. They're not healed. They're toxic, honey. They're going through stuff. They're in pain. Everybody don't know how to translate that pain, so they may take it out on you. You know what I mean? The only way that we can remain equipped for these things is to make sure that we're feeding ourselves. Not only the physical food, but the spiritual food. You got to make sure that you're equipping yourself so you can trust yourself when you go out here into the world. Because, honey, people are not thinking the same thing that you're thinking. And they don't mind biting your ass to get ahead, to get whatever, or just to make themselves feel better. You never know what's on a person's mind, so you gotta make sure that you're beefed up before you go out here. Take care of you. Be kind to yourself. Be kind to your mind. I think I pulled y'all a card. Well, I think that was it. I really think that was it, y'all. So we got make the change. Some of y'all might be cutting your hair. I know that's what I used to do all the time. As soon as something happened in my life, I get a pair of clippers, you know. There is a big life change you've been thinking of making for a while now. This is a sign that you need to trust your instincts, and take the leap. Whether you're thinking about cutting your hair or finding a job better suited for you, do the thing and do it with confidence. I pulled y'all 2 cards. So the next one is take yourself out on a date. Do it for you. Let's see. Slow down. It's time to press pause and contemplate before the next leg of your journey. It's like the World card. So many of you are just like completing something. Whether it's about a guy, whether it's about a lady, whatever it's about. A lot of you are completing a chapter in your life. It's those solitary introspective moments where we learn the most interesting and eye-opening things about ourselves. Take yourself out on a date of sorts, even if it's just a quiet and cozy night at home. Enjoy your own company. Ttt, I love you. I hope that this helped you. Or maybe you just enjoyed story time. I don't know. But like, share, and subscribe if this resonated with you. Take care of yourself. Be kind to yourself. I love you. I'll see you in the next one. Ciao.